BeakerTeck, also known as Keegan, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we are starting over on the opposite corner of the map. And I thought I'd start off with a little bit of terrain work, getting some nice little details in there, making a nice entrance into what is going to be a little town over here. It's going to fill up this little area. I haven't done a town in a while, like a detailed town. Obviously I did this one over here. Was it last episode or the episode before? I'm not sure, so actually I lied. I have done one recently, but this is quite a small one. Does look very, very pretty though, but I thought I would do another one up over here, getting lost in my own little map already. I did originally have this as the standard 2-lane road, as you can see, but I'm wondering whether upgrading this to National Road is gonna look better. I think actually I prefer having it as National Road, unless there's another 2-lane that I can work with, or maybe what's a small 4-lane. No, definitely think I'm gonna go with the National Road for this one, so we'll bring it all the way back from here as National Road. Now, the plan for this little town, oopsie daisies, what has happened there? Not quite sure. But anyway, the plan for this, come on. Oh. That's not meant to happen. Let's do that and then put it back to National Road. There we go. So yeah, as I'm trying to say, the plan for this is, what is happening with my mouse? Everything is going wrong right now. Mouse would not move. The plan is to make a cute little town, and then what I want is sort of down this side, I want sort of a bit of a waterfront area, and up in the mountains I want a bunch of trees, and I actually want all of this to sort of have a few, a couple houses, and we'll bring a couple roads down and around. So we'll have one road come off, maybe, in fact, let's do it right now. Let's go with, now we'll switch it into 2-lane roads, actually. And what I'll do is I'll bring one off from here. And that is not going to work at all. So I am going to have to do a little bit more terrain sort of jimmying, which is fine. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. We're just going to shrink the size down just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. 57 will do. We'll pick this height, and basically I want it to come sort of from here and around this way. And then once we reach sort of the same height, I need to almost bring, like, it's gonna start quite low here. Let's try and get rid of some of these trees for a bit. Not quite that many trees. I don't need to remove the whole bloody map worth of trees. We're going to start quite low, but I do want a little bit of a slope. So let's set the terrain to be a little bit higher. What's that? Yeah, that'll do for this area now. And then we'll go a little bit higher. Nope, not quite that high. How's that? Maybe a little bit less. 153. That'll do. Bring that through here, and then this can all be sort of at the height that it's meant to be, and then we'll just smooth the whole thing out. I want to lower the strength just a little bit, just to sort of get a bit more of a smoother is what I'm actually trying to say, despite that sounding a little bit ridiculous. Get a bit of smoothing going on in here. And there we go. So now, when we start pulling our road through, I'm going to pull this off in this direction. And this should nicely follow, hopefully, if I can get my curves right, this will hopefully nicely follow this gradient without any ridiculous slopes. A little bit of a windy road to start with, not fussed at all with that. I think that looks quite nice actually. We'll come up here and now we have to decide where we want our roads. I think this is going to continue down and around. And I actually kind of like that curve. That is very, very nice. And it's going to continue all the way down to here, I think. And at this point, we'll do something out here. We'll do some sort of park or something. We might put some walking trails in there. That can be the plan for that one. Then I want to switch down to dirt roads, our 2-lane gravel. And this is going to come up and into the mountainside. We'll also pull one off here. Obviously, road anarchy is off, so hopefully these are all going to be somewhat reasonable. That's quite a steep hill, but that's okay, as is that one. But again, that's kind of just going to be the nature of these roads. We'll bring this one all the way through and out to the back here. And I want a few sort of, splitting roads, just because, it needs to feel busy and crowded, and, well, not crowded, it is the middle of nowhere, but it definitely needs to feel natural. That's probably a better word. So let's go ahead and pull a road off up into the mountains on this side, and we'll pull a little one up there. And what's this slope like? Can I make it through? I don't feel like I can make it through there. I don't feel like that's a thing that I can do. I could always knock it down. Like if I change this to force the ground to follow the elevation of the road, and I go like that, how does that? No, I was hoping it would knock the actual, like the hill down completely, but it doesn't seem to have done that, which is a pain. So let's go back to normal, and let's just do some more terrain jimmying. So we'll set everything to this height. We'll just pull this road through, like so, and that actually perfectly matches on that side, which is very, very nice. So let's go ahead and clear out the trees again, just so we can sort of see what it is we're working with in this area. Lovely, there we go. And don't worry, we will be bringing, trees back. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to either the 2-lane alley. It needs a little bit, just turn off snapping, just a little bit more curve to it. Because obviously it would be a little more sort of developed. If they've cut through a mountain to put a road in, it's gonna be a little more developed than the standard dirt road. And I think actually upgrading it to the proper whole 2-lane is gonna work kind of nicely. And then we'll bring it back down to the dirt road to come out into this back section. And this dirt road's just simply gonna come up into the mountains again, and we'll also come off this way. I also think I want one going up here. I want someone to live right on the edge there. So actually let's knock this back, and I really want, it's gonna be a tight turn, but I want this to be right on the edge. That there is the plot of land. That is perfect. In fact, it's so perfect, I'm going to mark it out right now. And we're also going to put a couple other ones in here just for now. That'll do. But that guy there, I really want one person sort of living right up on the edge looking down. So that's going to be perfect. Now that is our sort of back road sort of stuff done. Now it's time to get the actual town done, which is going to go down straight to a standard 2-lane, and it is also going to be based off of a grid. So we're going to go 180 degrees. It's going to go straight out, actually. It's going to go all the way out. Though first, before I do that, I am going to level this terrain. A lot of terrain work going on in this episode, which is Nice, that was the wrong thing. That was terrain height, not brush size. There we go. So let's just go ahead and bring this all somewhat level, which is sort of creating quite the cliffside there, which is kind of actually nice. But I think I actually want to bring it down just a little bit. I don't want that road quite that high. Yeah, that's a bit of height for this road, I feel anyway. So let's go ahead and do this. All of this needs to be knocked down. And then what I need to do is sort of bring the strength way down. And just gently bring these sides up just a little bit. Just a little bit, and especially around the back here. We'll just knock this down just a bit, and then we'll grab our smoothing tool, up the strength a bit, and just smooth the whole thing out. We'll knock down some of the edges on the mountains as well, and there we go. So we've got sort of a flat-ish area to work with here, sort of in this area here outlined by my mouse. Actually, that's a better way to outline it. There we go, where there's no gradient lines. And then the road can sort of, this is still highway, but the road can, that was wrong. The road can go sort of straight back to there and have, it will have a slight gradient to it at the end, but that's just how it's going to be. Let's try and point this straight down the back there. That's perfect, I hope. No, that's 180 degrees. Let's try and get it from here down. That's what I want. But I do want that in a straight line to there. Lovely. And now we can bring our highway around, and we'll go with a curve again, and we'll bring it there. And then we'll go, I can't quite get this curve right, which is frustrating. Let's do something like that. I think that there will link up nicely. Now, why are these different kinds of road? That's what I want to know. What are you? I thought I changed you to 2-lane highway. I mean, to national road. Did I not? You're national road, right? What is this? No, it's not that. What? Oh, that's 2-lane highway as opposed to national road. My mistake. Let's quickly just go and update all of that. My apologies. You guys would probably notice that straight away when I did that, and probably yelling at me in the comments. And I don't know why some of this is going underground, but it is, so that's okay. It's a thing. We will just, can we go up? There we go. So that now is all national road, and it changes to standard highway, standard 2-lane road right about here, which does have a gentle upward slope to it until you get to a dirt road. Lovely. Very, very nice. Okay, let's start work on the actual town. I'm going to get most of the block work done in this episode, which I will have to, I have to apologize for. It's not going to be as detailed as I normally have been doing these episodes. I think I did that as 2. Yeah, I did. But it's going to be worth it, right? And you got quite a nice little time lapse in the beginning, and there has been plenty of terrain work, which is kind of cool. So you can cope with a little bit less detail, I think. I think that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I want to bring this actually on an angle and force the ground to my road. Perfect. And then go back to normal. I must remember to go back to that normal. Otherwise, we will have issues. So this is going to come up. This is going to go out by 2 and then down. Lovely. This one I actually want to go out by 2. And again, this time I'm going to force everything to it. Like so. And then we'll go back to normal. But turn on straight slope. And I'll turn off straight slope. And can you... No. Okay, let's force everything to it again. There's a little bit of a bump there, which I'm not too fond of. So maybe we'll do a little bit more terrain fiddlin', and we'll just set everything to that height there. Then our road can join up neatly. Come on, we'll just go road anarchy there. We'll join it there, and we'll get rid of that one. Perfect. Okay, so we have a bit of a square going on. That's not a problem. We're going to bring this out. 1. And bring it down. 20.1 apparently. That's fine. Not a problem. We'll bring it to there. And then this is just going to go back to normal roads and 20 cells out. I think I may have accidentally done 19. That's okay. We'll go back to 20 there. And we'll come down on a slight angle. The first curved road. There we go. And then along the back there. And this is just going to connect up there. Trying to keep the shapes interesting for this town. It's going to be gritty, but it's going to be sort of... I still want it to be at least an interesting grid. You know, if it must be grid, it should at least be interesting. This is going to come out to here, and these guys are going to be the beachfront properties. These guys are going to be living the life, living on the Kiwi beach sides. Who wouldn't want that as their life? I know I sure would. Let's just go ahead and flatten out just a little bit. No, let's bring it down. Yeah, there we go. Then grab the road. There's going to be a slight slight bridge here. That's okay. We'll go to there. Do I want that? No, I don't like that actually. So let's just go here. We'll turn on straight slope. And we go with a straight line as well to there. Lovely. That's basically exactly what I wanted. So now we'll grab our curve tool. We'll turn off snapping, and we'll give these guys the beachfront properties that they so desire, and we'll separate them one by one like that, and we'll fill in the gaps between them with some trees. So let's just go ahead and give them lots and lots of trees here. We'll just up the strength a bit. Going to be loads of trees, and they will eventually disappear where it's not, where the houses are. So here we go. That will be a nice little area for them. And hopefully, let's actually... Oh. That's an issue. That's quite an issue. Is that gonna happen again, or is that a once-off? I hope that that's a once-off. But it better be a once-off. What we can do to resolve that is go set terrain height. Set it to here and just do that, which sort of brings the water back down just a little bit. Lovely. So there we go. There are going to be some houses around. What? Why are you flooding? I gave plenty of space for the water to get to. Come on. Sort it out. Come on. There we go. Hopefully that will do it. Obviously they need water and power. That is probably something I'll sort out off camera. You don't need to, be watching me do all that stuff. That's not what this series is about. So we'll quickly do one there, and we'll also give these guys one more curve on this little town. So there we go. In each of these areas, I want to do some little parks. That's the plan. But now to block out all of the services? No, not services. What are these? No, not even districts. They are zoning. Sort all the zoning out. So we'll have commercial all the way up there, which needs to be low density commercial. Then I want housing directly on the back of all of these. We'll do that. And we'll also do these ones as residential. Though I want to get rid of some of the smaller ones. I want to make sure everyone has a decent sized house. Like if you're gonna live somewhere like this, you're gonna want a decent house. You're not gonna settle for a 2 square house. That's just not gonna happen. I'm also gonna put in just a little bit of industrial, which I will set to basically be farming buildings only. So we're just gonna sort of alternate a couple of these in and amongst everything. So we'll have some industry here, and we'll mix it in with a bit of living spaces as well. Residential is the word I'm looking for. And we'll put some down the end there with a break there and a break there. No, not there. There. That's what I want. And then we will use the paint bucket, and we'll do that. And we'll put one there as well. Maybe we'll put... Nah, we won't put one there. That whole block can be residential. That can be residential. A couple of these can be residential. And again, wanting to try and keep a bit of spacing where possible. And I also want to do just a little bit of, commercial down here. Just the 2 block kind of stuff. Because as you're heading towards the beach, there's normally a few stores around the place, so I'll also do a couple ones, because these guys, are down sort of near the beach, so that's gonna be that. And that there is the town done in terms of blocking out. All we need to do is put a district on. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, and also don't forget to hit subscribe. And in the next one, we will be doing the detailing. So I'll see you in the next one.